Hey guys, I just wanted to share a couple of very quick projects with you. I've been experimenting with some of my Lindy sprays, and I made a tag in a little box, and I'm going to send these to a friend and gift her some different products. So I thought this would be a cute way to send them. This is the tag that I made. I started with just a plain paper, and I can't even remember the color, to be honest, and I mixed and matched some of my different Lindy sprays to get the variegated color there. And I also, the same thing that I did to the paper, I sprayed my flowers before I put them on to give them that look. And I just, I would spritz one color, spritz another, and if you haven't tried doing this yet, it's really simple. I mean, the colors go together really well, and they just blend together. There's nothing special that you have to do. So if you're wanting to give something like this a try, I would definitely encourage you to do it. And I was always nervous because I didn't know how to get the colors to blend the way they did, but it's really simple. They just work like magic on their own. So I used some different Lindy sprays. I can't remember the color names, but it was an aqua, a purple, and then I believe this one was the fuzzy navel peach. And then I just picked out some different flowers to match, and I used a Prima bling that I've had in my stash for a while, and some different laces here on the bottom. And then on the back, I just have another page that I sprayed with the Magnolia Magenta Gold, I think, and this was a piece from the Jody Lee paper stack, the art journal collection, and I'm going to write my message on there before I send it to the person. So that is the tag that I made, and then I made a box. Well, I think I made the box first and then the tag. I made this a couple weeks ago, and it's just been sitting here waiting to be shipped. So, yes, I'm pretty sure I made the box first. But this was a heart box, and this is one that Marley sent me when we did our swap, probably almost a year ago now. And I started by painting it, and then I added all this texture by using a piece of lace. I just took a piece of lace that had a pretty pattern, and I laid it along the box, spread my texture paste over it just like you would on a stencil, and then lifted up the lace. Turned it, did the same thing. Turned it, did the same thing, and it's really neat, the texture that it gives. So if you have some really pretty laces, I would definitely recommend using them as stencils. You can wash the lace when you're done and save it to use again. It does, of course, compromise the lace, and you can't really use it as a pretty lace anymore. And I wouldn't recommend doing it with the vintage laces because they may not hold up to the kind of the wear and tear on them. But if you have a sturdier or a thicker lace, I would definitely recommend doing it. And I think I ended up throwing the lace away because it was just past saving. I didn't wash it right away. But I've done this with doilies before, and I rinsed it with water right away and tried to get all the texture paste off of it, and I was able to use it on a different project. It was very stiff, but I was still able to use it. So you can salvage laces if you use them as stencils. And that's how I got this look. So I did the stenciling first, and then I did the spraying. That way the texture paste would take on the colors of the sprays. The reason it looks a lot more muted, and you can even see it on the bottom here, it looks a lot more muted than the colors on the tags, is because I went over it with Mod Podge when I was done. And it sealed the sprays, and it also removed a bit of the color because Mod Podge is it's a wet product, as are the sprays. So I did take some of the color off, but that wasn't necessarily a bad thing. I do like the way it turned out. And over here, the purple, this was a violet color from Lindy Stamp Gang, and this ran in really bright drops down when I had sprayed it, so it still stands out, which is nice. And then I just have some laces that I've sprayed with the same Lindy sprays to give them the exact same color so I could coordinate them with the box. And here I just have an assortment of flowers. This is just one of those tulle flowers that I have. And then this was a big rose from Wild Orchid Crafts that I sprayed the same way I did this one down here. And then just lots of different little sprays and things throughout. And then the box inside is plain. It's just the same colors. And I've also done the Mod Podge inside so that it can be sealed. And this is just a little trim that I had, kind of a flat trim. And I just thought this would be a nice way to gift someone some things. So that is my quick project share for today. And if you have any questions, please feel free to comment below. And thanks guys so much for watching. I hope you guys are having an awesome week. Bye.